On today's episode, we're exploring one of horsemanship's most important basic skills. That is, rolling the hinds.
She needs to go out and around. So you clear the front, and then step in there, and need to be making your circle. Okay? Go ahead. Oh, start over. Let's clear the front. Be on the side you want to send. See how you're out in front of her? Get way in there deep. Get way in there deep. Your shoulder and her eye lined up. Okay, now send that front on that circle there. Go, 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 go. Stay with it. Now tap behind the shoulder a little bit, because we need more forward motion. Slow your feet down if you can. There. Stay with it till she gets in a circle. See, she's just thinking that she'll back up. Tap her. Tap. Behind the, there you go. Yep, behind the shoulder. Stay slow with her. Stay slow. Good job. Good job. Good save. Now just walk really slow and keep thinking circle. Right now you're just thinking circle. Circle. Try to get a circle going. Driver, stay forward though. Don't back up because she'll run you over. Oh, she's running you over. Forward in a circle. Forward in a circle. That's all you're thinking. Forward in a circle. Tap her on the butt. Forward in a circle. Forward in a circle. Forward in a circle. Okay, now she's going. Don't hit her now. Don't tap her now. You got to get a good deal going on there. Okay. Forward in a circle. Forward in a circle. Okay, now stop. Put your hand down. There you go. All right. One round. Box. Nice job. We got a circle build. And we're not going to do a flat stop because we're going to go on the roll hinds and stop. Okay? So the circle's looking good. Let's roll the hinds. So see, she's walking toward the tail, toward the croup. See how that right hind steps forward and through, forward and through? The other thing to take note of here was the right front foot. Now, you probably weren't watching that, so we're going to do it again. Just a second. We're going to let Rooster soak here in a minute. But I want you to watch on the next round, everybody, watch the inside front foot. This is what we want to have happen, okay? Hold on. Everybody clear on the hinds? Yeah? No? No? The hindquarters, Lisa, are doing this. Inside hind stepping forward and through. Got it, Mona? That's the inside hind. Rich? Okay, we got the hinds. Now, that's all good. That's very, very, very important. Oh, that's good. But what I want you watching this time is the inside front foot. I've been teaching people roll hinds and stop, roll hinds, return, roll hinds, roll front for years. And it took me the longest time to figure out how come people are getting smashed up. How come they get crowded so much? I started watching the front. What I don't want, for sure, and I see this the most common, I don't want, when the hinds are going this way, I don't want the front coming in this way. That's a Coke bottle. Picture the Coke bottle. We don't want the Coke bottle. You good on that? Okay, that's a no-go. The next thing I see a lot of is the front feet just walking forward with no pivots whatsoever. So the front feet are just doing this while the hinds are rolling around. Well, if that happens, you're just making a circle. That's not rolling the hinds, understand? So we don't want that either. The third thing that I would see happen, and this, I used to teach this, and I've changed my ways. I'm always trying to be better. I'm always trying to learn. But I used to teach to pivot on the inside front like this. You guys heard of that? You done that? I guarantee you watch my old videos that Jason and Alyssa are replacing. And this is what we do. Don't do that anymore. This is what I want now, okay? This is the inside left. Inside front foot, making quarter pivots and resetting. Outside front foot, walking forward and around. So this is what it would look like. These are front feet on your horse and mule. Should look like this. See how the little quarter pivot, reset, quarter pivot, reset, quarter pivot, reset. At the end of the deal, the tracks might look like a little pentagon. Okay? Maybe that's kind of what you see there, give or take. Don't worry about that too much. But inside is making quarters and resets. Quarters, resets. Okay, now let's watch it on the horse. So we're going to watch Rooster's left front foot here, okay? There. Yes, and yes, and beautiful. Oh, that one stepped in. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. And Alyssa, you're toeing the edge of that. Okay. So he actually got it done down to his foot. But the leg was leaning into Alyssa. So she's toeing that line. It's right there. If she wasn't putting so much pressure and feel to keep him back, he would have caved in. You're doing a little bit. Eventually, that inside front foot will actually tip away from you a little bit. I don't want to way over here. But it'll tip away a little bit. It'll kind of look like this. Just like my leg, I'm balancing, making these quarters like this. The reason we want this type of balance is all for our future. You guys can ask me why anytime. But we're setting up for some future movements. We're going to move the fronts. We're going to get some stops going. We're going to back up. You guys trail ride, you get up in those mountains, you want them balanced. And I want balanced movement. That's what we're trying to achieve. So that's roll behinds and stop. Now a couple more tips here real quick. This time, I want you to focus on her rein. That's between her hand and that snap down there. I want you to notice the slack in her rein. We're going to offer the stop when Rooster is both balanced and there's slack in the rein. So she's working on balance. There's the slack and the balance. There it is. Any of those moments. Any of those moments you can offer the stop. So here's a big tip. If you're working on this and your mule's hanging on you, your horse is hanging on you, don't offer the stop at that moment. You got to get them light on the rein. Anybody want to know why? Or anybody know why? Let's reverse engineer it. If they're hanging on that rein, Alex, right? You know they're heavy on that front end. Okay? We don't want that. We want them to stop and balance. I don't want them loading up all their weight. The funny thing is, and it's not funny, I guess it just works out that way, is that you notice when you get all that footwork right, he ain't heavy on the rein. It works. Because he's balanced. They get heavy on your reins either because you guys are hanging on them, or because they're out of balance and they're hanging on you. That's why they get heavy on the rein. You understand that? It's not about them being stiff-necked or hard-mouthed or all the things you hear. It just comes down to balance. So there's a couple tips for you. When you stop, you should be stopped. Horse should be right here. You'll be right here. That's what it kind of looked like. And you saw that when she executed it at the beginning.